And one night I was in my room, and the room was filled with the moonlight of a full moon. And I can't explain it, but something started to come up in my gut that I was trying to understand. And I realized I was on the dark side of the moon. I was on the death side. And I had to get back to the life side, to the light side, because as long as I was alive, David would be alive. I got a call on Saturday from the sheriff's department. There had been a mass killing where 13 people had been killed, and they think that possibly David might be one of them. And the next day, I picked up the phone. Sorry, ma'am, to report that it is your son, David. And I put the phone down, and I said, don't move into the next second. The next second holds everything of reality, and life will never be the same. Don't move into that next second. And then I moved, and my world just fell apart.
February 18th, 1973, 1:15 a.m. Dear Jonathan, Steve Oliker has just phoned me that Dave, along with Rod Spector, was one of the 4 dead found in the Santa Cruz Mountain cabin. Mrs. Oliker is under heavy sedation, so perhaps you would not phone the house right now. I'm sorry to sound so cold, but I cannot express how I feel in writing. Love, Mama.
When one of my best friends, Dave, and a couple of my other friends too, were murdered, I was away on a hitchhiking trip. And when I got the news, I was just shocked. But then I felt really angry because what they were doing was something so innocent. They were going to a place with some trees in it and seeing a bit of the world. And this serial killer, Mullen, somehow finds them in the woods and shoots them all dead. They caught this guy, I guess a few days later, killing somebody else.
It's not far from here that just a week ago today, 4 more bodies were discovered in a connected series of murders.
The bodies were found late yesterday afternoon by a brother to one of the victims.
There is a horrible overlay to it all now, where this is also the area in which 13 murders have been committed in the past 6 weeks.
You know, they weren't doing anything dangerous. They were just out having a camping trip. They were taking a positive step, just getting out of the San Fernando Valley, and I sure could understand that. I got out of there after high school just as soon as I could, looking for something else, because the valley just made me feel so alienated. The cars, the asphalt, the concrete, the smog, it just had no soul to it and kind of sucked the life out of you. So I went on hitchhiking trips looking for something else, trying to find myself, I guess. I reconnected with Dave's mom, Dita, really by chance. I was thinking about my life and all the places I've been and worked, you know, in Europe and Africa. And I was thinking about where it all began. And of course, I came back to the San Fernando Valley, the place I escaped. I remembered in the valley, there was one street in particular that seemed to have more trees on it, Vesper Street. And that's where Dave lived. I used to hang out there a lot. At his house, we played guitars, we read poems, and I started wondering, you know, whatever happened to Dave's mom after he died? That's the last I'd seen of her. So I looked her up on the internet and discovered, I was amazed, she'd totally transformed her life and actually transformed the lives of many other people too.
The effects of childhood and how we experience our childhood do keep going on through our lifetime. And what's so fascinating is the latest brain research is reinforcing that a great deal.
Wow, here we are at Dita Oliker's house. I've seen her in, well, my entire adult life. It's been half a century.
Hello.
Hello.
Dita. Oh my gosh.
47